All right, I thought I'd try my hand at this. I was recently challenged. Challenge actually isn't the right word. I was recently encouraged to do a video on pieces of kit that I can't live without, things that I always carry in my camera bag, essential items for a portrait photographer. I'm not sure actually how to classify this. I think he specifically said kit I can't live without. And so this is stuff I carry with me on every shoot. First things first, there's no point in having a camera bag without a camera. My camera of choice is this. It is an older camera. It is the Sony a7 III. Came out in 2018. I didn't get it until 2020. But this honestly really changed the way I shoot. Prior to this, I was shooting Nikon crop sensor DSLR. I picked this up, on a whim. Actually, I felt my life was falling apart and you get all new gear. You know how it goes. The entire collapse before the greatest thing that's ever happened to your, creative process. And that was definitely the a7 III. Now, I will eventually upgrade this, but honestly, right now, it does everything I need. Great photo, still pretty good video. What more can you ask for? Well, actually, you could ask for a lot. Yeah, you could ask for a lot. Next up, why have a camera if you don't have good glass to put in front of it? And I do and I don't. This is actually a pretty special lens to me. This is the Rokinon AS UMC 35mm 1.4 lens. It's a manual focus lens. It's got a Canon mount that I have converted to a Sony mount with this KNF adapter. This honestly goes with me all the time. I use it for photo and video. It looks great. Honestly, it's probably top 3 best looking 35mm in my opinion. I personally like lenses that have character, that have, sort of imperfections. Not necessarily, when I say imperfections, I mean like in vignettes, not chromatic aberration. And then once you have all that kit, right, you got to carry it. So my carry system of choice right now is this. It's this PGY Tech. They just came out with these new camera straps, and I got the strap and the little wrist strap. And I got to be honest with you, these are a huge upgrade to my kit. They are comfortable, which my previous camera strap really wasn't. It was very uncomfortable. The padding was really rough. I'm a bigger guy, and I felt like it just really wore on my shoulder and my neck a lot whenever I wore it for more than like 10 minutes at a time, which is a very short period of time. Try shooting a wedding with it. So yeah, I see, even though they kind of, riffed on your design a little bit, I think they did it better. Gotta be honest, PGY Tech, thank you so much for making this stuff, because it's great. It feels great, it looks great, it works great. No complaints. And of course, you got all the camera, the lenses, the way to carry it. You need somewhere to save all of that. So I always carry a media wallet or case, or I don't know what you call these. It's actually just a little hard case. I think it's I don't know who this is by. I don't know. You can find tons of variants of this on Amazon or B&H or Adorama. You can find these basically anywhere. You can probably find these at, I was going to say Best Buy. I don't know if that still exists. Am I showing my age? Is Best Buy dead yet? Has Best Buy died? And for all that, as I am still primarily a photographer first and, budding videographer second. Sorry, this little microphone's wearing down. T-shirt here. I carry this. This is my light of choice here. Yeah, that was right. It's the Evolve 200. I still think this is the bang for the buck. This is the one to get. The 100 is smaller, the 300 is about the same size, different mount, if that means anything to you. But yeah, the Flashpoint Godox entire X ecosystem, I think, is the best thing to happen to lighting in years. It really shook up the industry. It really, put a spotlight on, are these companies overcharging us by quite a bit? And the truth was, yeah. So the Evolve 200 is not even the 200 Pro. This is just the 200 and the 200 Pro case. I just like the bumper. I gotta be honest, it's the bang for the buck. It does everything. It shoots fast. It's color accurate. It's color accurate enough. If you're honestly working with a company that needs color accuracy greater than this, you're probably not gonna be using this. That's just the truth. Your budget's gonna be quite a bit higher than the $200 price point on one of these, or $250, I don't know. But I pair that with the Godox brand of, if I could see this, it'd be crazy. The Godox brand of the trigger. I shoot Sony, so I use the X2T and not the Pro model, because the Pro I think just puts just a little bit too much. Yeah, if you shoot Sony, you know what I mean by this on the hot shoe, because these little things, it's weakness, man. that it's gonna snap off. This, I feel, is better because it kind of keeps the weight down, like down, lower center of gravity to the camera. Yeah, if you're a Sony photographer, videographer, and you've snapped one of these off, let me know, because I don't want to feel alone. And of course, as a photographer and videographer, I'm gonna do all that stuff, and then I'm gonna carry filters. This is Case. They make, you know, these cool magnetic filters that just slap onto the front of your lens. Those are fun. Another filter system that I use is actually, sorry for bending down like that, is this one. This is actually an adapter by Lensbaby, and it's so you can add cool things like this to the front of your lens, you know, just little whomp, and you got the ability to do cool stuff. It's amazing, actually. This is the system that has, you know, taken my work from, hey, you know, you're a photographer, to, hey, look, how did you do that? Yeah, this Lensbaby Omni. I'm gonna put you onto some game. You're welcome. Check out the Lensbaby Omni. Get the deluxe kit 2, I think it's called. It's got all the pieces, or at least most of the pieces with it. That's the one you want. It's a few $100, but trust me when I say it is phenomenal. If you've ever used anything to add optical refractions or lens flare where it's not supposed to be lens flare, or bokeh where bokeh doesn't exist, this is the kit to do it. It honestly makes your work look a lot better if you know how to do it. I'm gonna be honest, this is not an entry-level product. You're not gonna be, hey, I'm a photographer, and just jump into using this. This takes a little bit of skill and practice, and it's honestly a lot of fun. And last but not least, I don't use it on every shoot because I don't need audio for every shoot. Sometimes I'm just doing like B-roll to kind of put music over. You don't really need audio for that. Or I'm doing something like this where I'm recording on my phone and I'm just using this little microphone system. This is by Saramonic. This is the Blink 500 Pro. This is honestly, I think, the best mobile system that I've ever used. It's kind of greasy. You can see my fingerprints all over it. The downside for the 500 Pro system, this case is a brick. You can't fit this in your pocket, so you're definitely gonna have to carry a sling or a backpack, but it is the most complete audio system for, I use an iPhone. It's fantastic. I really, honestly, I was blown away. I wasn't really impressed with some other stuff by Saramonic, but this, I was like, you guys are headed in the right direction. This is where you need to go. It is fantastic. I love this one for mobile. Now, for actual cameras, I use this new system by Comica. I just got this not too long ago, and I'm blown away. This is the coolest microphone that I think is in my current kit. It is a shotgun mic, because everybody has one of those. It's, you set it up on camera and you can, get sound to your camera. It's very cool because you get on-axis audio all the time, except for this guy right here, the Comica, I think it's called like the CVM VM30. It rolls right off the tongue. It's got a built-in transmitter into the microphone itself. So this is wireless. Like this is how you set it up. You literally turn this on and you plug the receiver into your camera, and you can get audio where you need it, and you can get video where you need it, and it's phenomenal. Man, I love this. Check it out. So far, I've been blown away. I'm like, this is the direction I expected audio to go in. This right here, where you have microphones that are wireless, because it's all one unit. So the fact that we're still getting, separate units that do separate things, kind of like, okay, I mean, you've been doing that for years. This is progress. And last but not least, the tech pouch. This one is by Ulanzi. I don't know if I call it a tech pouch or, I don't know, organizer, whatever. I don't know. We've all seen these. Everybody makes them. Ulanzi has like 3 or 4 different variants. PGY Tech has a couple variants. Taskin is another brand that has a bunch of variants of these. Everybody has some. Tomtoc, everyone has a bunch of these. Get yourself one. If you don't have one, get this. Get one of these, not necessarily this one, but it's perfect for carrying all the little pieces with you, all the tertiary stuff you don't think about on a photo shoot. So like, for instance, in mine, which I don't really have that full, this guy is just a clothing brush. I'm a portrait photographer. I'm doing headshots and I'm dressed like this. I get scalp flakies. It's easy to brush it off if you have just a little fabric brush. Super simple. You need to carry extra batteries, you got them. They're right there. They're in there. You need to carry your GoPro for behind the scenes. You got it. This is actually an Akaso Brave 7 LE. I don't know that I recommend it, but you get the point. You can carry all the tools, all the connectors. Grab one of these, leave it in your camera bag. Grab a couple of these, put them in each camera bag. If you're like me and you have separate kits for separate things, make sure you have the kit you need with you all the time. It's nothing like getting to a shoot and not being able to attach your tripod plate because it's, you know, an Allen wrench and not a quarter that you can just pull out of your pocket. Yeah, so always come prepared, carry a tech pouch. Anyway, that's it. I'm Stephen E. This is Glass Avenue. Have a good one.